Hi, my name's Moses, and I'm the Lazy Frugal Millennial. Today, I want to go over how to start a business. I'm going to touch on the different types of businesses, as well as the logistics of how to start a company. As usual, this isn't tax advice, this isn't financial advice, and this isn't legal advice. I'm just some random guy on the internet. As you may know, I have a finance degree, but tens of thousands of dollars and 3.5 years of business school didn't teach me how to start and run a business. I learned that by actually starting and running a business. Business school also didn't teach me how to manage my credit, make a budget, do my taxes, file an S1, pitch to investors, or really anything else useful. But at least I understand this equation to price options, which doesn't actually work in the real world. I see a lot of posts online talking about how starting a business or a company is too expensive and too complicated, but in reality it's not that bad. I strongly believe that there needs to be a lot more self-employed people in the world, because working for yourself, you have better control over your finances and you have a lot more growth potential. If you work an hourly job, your earnings are capped to how many hours you can work in a week. And if you work a salary job, your earnings are capped to how many years you can work. If you run your own business, you can scale your business as much as you want, and you have greater control over how much you make. And if you get to the point where you're hiring employees, then you're also making money off of other people's work and can scale even further. First, let's talk about the difference between a business and a company. A company is a legal entity representing an association of people set up for the purposes of conducting business. In non-legal terms, it's basically just an artificial person that is separate from you. It has its own tax ID, its own bank accounts, and its own liability. However, a business is just anything that you do that makes you money. So if you drive for Uber or DoorDash, that's a business. If you sell stickers on Etsy, that's a business. If you run a YouTube channel or stream on Twitch, that's a business. These types of businesses are called sole proprietorships, and they're not companies. This is the absolute easiest way to start a business because there's no paperwork and no registration required. You can run a sole proprietorship under your own name or under a trade name like Nancy's Nail Salon or Big Chungus 105. So if you've been wanting to start flipping couches or mowing lawns, just go and do it. You can run your business as a sole proprietorship and you're good to go. The bare minimum you're going to want to do for your sole proprietorship is have a dedicated bank account for your business. This is so that you can separate out the income and the expenses related to your business for tax purposes. Because whether you're teaching yoga or running an OnlyFans, Uncle Sam still wants his cut. But as a sole proprietor, you're able to start writing off your business expenses, like your startup costs, your home office, the miles you drive to customers, your internet, the gaming computer you stream on, and really anything else that you use for your business to try and generate an income. But if your business starts growing a lot, you're going to want to consider starting a company. Owning a company brings a lot of benefits related to running a business. The most common type of company is an LLC, or a limited liability company. The biggest benefit to owning an LLC is right in the name. Limited liability. You and your company are completely separate entities, each with your own liability. So say you're a computer repair person and you're working on a client's computer, and the power supply bursts into flames. It's more common than you think. Worst case scenario, let's say it burns your client's building down. If you are a sole proprietor, then you are liable for the damages, and your client can go after you for anything that you own, like your house, your car, your bank accounts, or anything else with value. But if you own an LLC, then they can only go after your company. So your losses are capped at what's in your company bank account and anything else your company owns. Realistically, you should have an insurance policy, but that's a different story. Starting an LLC does take some paperwork and registration, and it may even take some licenses, but there's so many online services that can help you through that process. Personally, I use InkFile to make sure that all of my paperwork is filled out correctly. They walk you through the whole process and make it very easy. There's lots of other alternatives, but InkFile is the one that I'm familiar with. If you want to start a company with the bare minimum requirements, you can do that with InkFile. In most states, the fee is about $100 to $200 to register, and then there's another fee of about $100 to $200 every year. In California, that fee is $800 a year. So best of luck to you if you're running a small business in California. Once you're registered, your next step is going to be to open up a business bank account. InkFile gives you a nice document bundle that you can take to your bank and will give them all the information they need to open a bank account for you. For my businesses, I use Wells Fargo and Bluevine. I like Bluevine a little bit better because they don't have account minimums and they don't charge fees. And plus they pay you 1% interest on your money. But their deposits and their withdrawals do take a little bit longer, and you can't write your own checks for your account. You're also going to want to get a credit card for your company. And since your company is a separate legal entity, it's not going to affect your credit, but rather your company's credit. The sooner you get a company credit card, the better, because that way, if you ever need a loan or a credit line in the future, your company already has a credit history. On top of that, a lot of company credit cards offer you 0% interest financing, which is great if you have startup costs and don't want to lay out all the cash up front. All of my company credit cards are with American Express because they give you some really cool perks. And plus, if you're earning points on your credit cards, you can transfer those to your personal account and redeem them however you want. Thanks to my welcome bonuses and my business spending, I'm currently sitting on over 250,000 American Express points, which are worth $2,500 when redeemed. It's basically free money. Once all your accounts are set up, you're going to need to do a little bit of bookkeeping for your company. You can do this for free with Wave Accounting. I use Wave for all of my businesses, and it's so easy to use. They automatically pull all your transactions from your banks and your credit cards, and they even do a lot of the bookkeeping for you. You can even run payroll, send invoices, and accept payments through Wave. When you're doing your taxes, all you have to do is pull reports out of Wave and plug them into your tax software. One more service that I find very useful is having a Legal Shield membership. Running a small business, you're going to have legal questions, but most lawyers won't talk to you without giving them a retainer. And once you give them a retainer, they're going to charge you ridiculous hourly rates just to answer a question. With Legal Shield, for $50 a month, you can call a lawyer at any time and ask them any question that you have. They can even make phone calls and write letters on your behalf, and they'll even write and review contracts for you. If you need something more advanced, like suing someone or you're getting sued, then they can refer you out to the right attorneys, and they'll help you out at a discounted rate. But enough about the boring stuff. One of the most important things for your company is your branding and your public image. Your branding is going to tell potential customers a lot about your company before they even talk to you. For my main company, I run a capital management firm that manages a bunch of different investments, including startup companies. Since I deal with money, I need to have a professional image. Even though my company name comes out of a raunchy song from a raunchy cartoon, my branding looks completely professional. Most older generations look at this and don't think anything of it, but millennials know what's up.
It's time to get swifty.
Get swifty? What the hell is that?
It's our world's best effort, that's what.
I even have Rick's spaceship right on my logo. As much as I would love to take credit for my logo, I didn't make it, but I also didn't pay some graphic design firm way too much to make it. If you run any kind of small business, then you need to familiarize yourself with Fiverr. On Fiverr, you can find just about every business service you could possibly need at very affordable prices. I got my company logo designed for about $30 on Fiverr, and for $30 each, I also got a logo for my cleaning company, my YouTube channel, and Yami's business. On Fiverr, I've gotten posters, postcards, websites, thumbnails, and product graphic design. And on Fiverr, you can find so many more services like market research, cold calling, virtual assistants, software development, and so much more. Fiverr is going to help you save money while growing your business and giving you more time to actually run your business. If there's something that you don't know how to do, or your time is better spent elsewhere, you can outsource a lot of work to Fiverr. I hope you found this information useful. Starting a business or a company really isn't that hard anymore. If you've been wanting to start a business and start making money, my best advice to you is just go and do it. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, then please like and subscribe to my channel. If there's anything that you want to know more about, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to drink your water, and I'll see you on the next video.